Alright, hello and welcome everyone to SES number 359. And yeah, we've got mostly teams gathered here. We're still waiting for some of the bestie, Y in parentheses, Cowboys ever. But they seem to be dropping in here now. Some pre-stream hype from Reform, thank you very much. So we've got some new updates on the buff kit. As you can see, we can now see the weapons of each individual ship without having to go in and check, which is a really cool thing. So you can see the Spire here, for example. We know that it has a Hwatcha, 2 Gatlings and a Flak. Very cool update. Also some new updates with the timer. There's not gonna be much of a difference to you guys watching because I'll be handling my own timer here on my end. So I'll just double check we're missing some people, but we'll check with the teams if they know that they're coming and we're good to kick off within the allotted time. Well, we know that the Extraordinary Steel Phalanx is ready, but they're not the ones we're worried about. And so now we're gonna start off the timer here. And the timer is started. They've got 4 minutes until the match starts, 3 minutes 30 until the ships are locked and they'll be stuck with what they've got. So looking at it immediately here, we've got a change there with the Supercharged Firefly. We've got a Carafish along with an Artling on the blue side. Still got the Hwatcha Spire along with a Carafish on the red side. Just switched to a Crusader. Typical Brawler and long-range Crusader there with the Lumberjack and the Hwatcha. Gatling, the Hades, and the 2 Flaks. So really comfortable with the new setup because, as you can see, I don't have to do much at all except look with my 2 eyes. Very nice. And of course, a lot of it is automated in my streaming software as well with the GOI CC. So, yeah, soon I'm going to be replaced with a robot, I think. Right, with 2 minutes remaining here, or yeah, 2 minutes, 1 minute 30 on the whole picking phase. We're not seeing many changes now towards the end here. And just as I say that, we see the Fish changing into a Crusader as well, but with some long-range piercing capabilities with the Minotaur. Really might mess up that Pyramidion in the long range unless the blue team can manage to get their Fish in there. So if there's anyone here, how is everyone? I hope you're all doing great. I myself is looking forward to this. Oh, another change there. For the Stallion, the Pyramidian. Double Gatling with double explosives on the side. Interesting choice. Now, 30 seconds left on the picking phase. Time is running down. Blue team still missing 2 teammates, which is a bit unfortunate, and we might see them having to use their pause. So a bit of a last second swap there. But the ships are locked. They have 30 seconds to set up the loadouts. We got a request for a pause. And we are going to pause as soon as the timer runs out here.
Yeah, Dimitri, you can just press the pause button.
And we've got the pause rolling. Got some information there from the players. And we're going to start our 2-minute timer here. There's no off blast, not yet. So the pause is running down. We got about 130 left on the pause, and we are just holding our fingers crossed, hoping that the blue team will get their teammates. And the pause is running down here, and we'll see either we're going to start off or we're going to see the other team giving away their pause. Of course, that's nothing they have to do, but it is a common occurrence in the SES scene. Right then, so the setup time is over and we are to head into the game. So we're just hoping for them to ready up here. So a bit unfortunate that they didn't get their crew in order. Of course, we can hope that the crew comes in mid-game. But there is no promise of that happening. So 8-6 seconds. And we are going to be headed in to Northern Fjords here, in between the Extraordinary Steel Phalanx and the Bestie Cowboys. Right then, and we're in the match. We're going to start and take a look at the Grey Raven. Piloted by... Well, I don't see a pilot. Is yeah, basic. It is a Carrowfish with a right side Flamer, left side Banshee, and another left side Banshee. Then you've got the Real Flak Term, piloted by Saldarum. It's a Judgment with a lower deck Laser and Artemis. Top deck, I think that's a Nemesis, isn't it? Yes, it is. And on the back, you've got a Watcher and a Carronade. Then you've got Joan as well, piloted by Cowboy 6 Guns, bumping a little bit on the cliff there. It's a Carrowfish with a right side Flamer, left side Gatling, and a back Mortar. And last but not least, you've got the Supercharged Firefly, piloted by Bestvon. It is an Artling with a Flak on 3 and another Artemis on 4. We already see some fire going out there. We saw some laser. We see the Nemesis getting some hits on the Supercharged Firefly. Some real great spread damage there. Some fire stacks. But nothing that can't be out-repaired, of course. Now, battle seems to have this arc here as its main point, with no team really wanting to overextend over it. Blue team will have a difficult time, of course, with the Real Flak Term really looking over that position with a good amount of ranged damage. Supercharged Firefly sneaking past here, trying to get some damage on the Grey Raven. But we see that laser coming in immediately, putting that Pyramidion in the danger zone. They don't want to stay in that for too long. We see the hull already down. They're taking some perma damage. They're not having a great time right now. That's a good Nemesis hit. Another one. And a third one where they got the armor back up again. Now the fishes are engaged in combat up here. We see a hull break on the Jonas's Whale there, along with a popped balloon. And now the Real Flak Term able to support from the long range, which is really strong. The Supercharged Firefly hasn't really recovered yet. And oh, big ram against the Mountaineer. Now Supercharged Firefly making a move on the Flak Term, and if they get the right disables, they might have a really good time with that. We see the laser coming in over there, and you can see the hull just going down immediately. We'll see all that damage coming in from the Nemesis. Of course, there's better weapons for it, but the Nemesis does a lot more than just the damage on the perma. Now Real Flak Term, all broken. Seems like Firefly's making a bit of a comeback here in this fight. As long as they can keep the disables up, they might as well turn this completely around. Looking over the fishes, we see the Joan as well being roasted by Grey Raven right now. They're not in a good position. But another hull break on the Real Flak Term, but no explosive follow-up, and now the Firefly is broken once again. Will we see the Nemesis coming in? Yes, we will, but it misses. There's one. They managed to rebuild, but they are in a dire situation here right now. They managed to get in under the Real Flak Term. A really good decision considering the poor downwards arcs of the laser. Now the fish is getting ever closer to the ground. They're both popping fishes. So they will, of course, the battle will take them closer to ground every time. Can we get some explosive in on the Real Flak Term? Unfortunately, no. And if they get this break, it might be over for the Firefly. Laser keeps going. We might be hitting too much of the balloon. But there we go, it's broken. And the hit goes in. And that means the first kill advantage goes to red. Now Grey Raven joins in on the assault of the Jonas Whale here. And there's no question about it, they're going to be able to take them down. So a 2-0 for the red team, not without its costs though. The Real Flak Term had a real close battle with the Pyramidion. And it could have gone either way there. Now red team, not really a lot of movement. They don't seem intent on pushing their advantage into the blue team spawn. They're taking their time, moving slowly and methodically. And we see the blue team spawning off in the southwestern corner of the map here. Now blue team being really passive here, as well as red team, meaning it might be a bit before we see another battle here now. Of course, blue team has to be a bit picky with their engagements, considering the long range of the red team. They don't want to lose half the perma even before they get close to the judgment. We see them opting for the southern way around the mountain here. Meanwhile, back at red here. They'll be able to see them a long way coming if they come out of these clouds. The red team knows that blue team right now has to come to them. They've got the point advantage. They've got the first kill advantage. And here we see them coming in. Will the spots come out? There we go. They see each other. They're ready. And blue team might have gotten the engagement they want here now. They're a bit closer than I think is comfortable for the red team. Joan as well got popped. Grey Raven almost popped. But the Pyramidion seems to be getting the upper hand on the real flak term right now. They got the Nemesis out with the Artemis, a really good shot. And there we go, the laser is coming out, but they managed to get the flaks in, and that's just a killing blow. Now looking at the fishies here, both of them are balloon broken. Grey Raven is hull broken as well though, which I think Joan as well is going to be as well. They try to save the hull there with a mallet, but they've got 16 stacks of fire on it. And that's just not going to hold. Fishes, however, notoriously bad with their explosive follow-up. Unless they've got you on the broadside. Now, the real flak term has spawned in again and has been reunited with the fish. And they've got a good choke here for the blue team to go through. They managed to get the Artemis with the Nemesis there. And that laser just really being impressive. As long as you can get that concentrated fire in. You're going to have a good time. And we see them trading. That Gatling, not really in its effective range. I think we'll see that once they get the laser going again on the real flak term. They just rebuilt it. And the fish is locked in battle here. And we'll see if the Supercharged Firefly... Yes, they decide to go and help their ally. And try and give them the upper hand. And they could use some help right now looking at the positions of these fishes. But that judgment is not one to be ignored, and they're going to try and prove this right now. Oh, that's some good flaks on the Grey Raven. But here comes the Nemesis on the Firefly. They hit one, they missed one. Still some good perma. Now both teams using this giant pillar as a bit of cover from each other. The Grey Raven, of course, a bit careful in its engages. Doesn't have much, and one more break could spell doom for them. Look at that laser, immediately a break. However, follow-up at that range is going to be hard considering how mobile the fish is. We might have a sneaky move from the Grey Raven. We'll see. They just lost their spot. But it seems like Jonas Well is onto them here. They've lost their spot as well. And they might be going around here, but the flak term has good visuals on that side of the pillar as well. Now Supercharged Firefly trying to get into range of the real flak term here. They're going to take a lot of laser on the way. But they seem to just be tanking it. They're getting in closer. They've gotten broken. And down they go. Yeah, it's tough taking that much damage before you can even engage properly. Now the Grey Raven is getting crushed against the rocks here. And Jonas Whale taking a massive chunk of their own perma in that ram. Right there, and we are in red team spawn. The Grey Raven is going to come back much faster, I believe, than the Supercharged Firefly, because you see they're all the way over on the other side of the map here. However, if Jonas Well plays their cards right here, they might be able to stall. A bit funky with the balloon still being on fire there. Come on, put that out. So the laser coming out there on the goldfish. Some really good marksmanship from the real flak term there. That Nemesis has been on point this game. Now Supercharged Fly coming in. With their preferred altitude advantage, of course. But we'll see if they can get the disables necessary to be able to fire this judgment. Because otherwise that laser is going to turn them into mincemeat. Look at that, already broken. Nemesis coming in. Some misses though. Grey Raven keeping the drone as well off their judgment. But now we see the Firefly getting into some of those key disables to be able to fight this. Now they are moving in, but they need to close this distance fast, and they need to get rid of that laser. Just look at their armor just disappearing. There we go, the Nemesis comes in, taking chunks out of them. Now the fish is going ever downwards, of course, in their battle of popping each other. This Pyramidian needs to either close the gap or get out of that arc, because they are just taking damage right now without giving much back. Because right now they're just playing into the Extraordinary Steel Phalanx's hand here, with being in the optimal range. for what the real flak term wants. With an inch of perma left, they're now backing off. But they're not out of range of that laser just yet. And there it goes, just shaving off that armor. And down they go again. They're going down here, Jonas well now. They've lost their holder against the cliffs. Grey Raven not looking too much better though. Having lost their balloon, and they are stranded right now. However, their ally, somewhere up there. There they are. So it's going to be a while before they're in position to help. We might be able to get some Nemesis in right now, but the laser is going to be a while. There it comes. The Grey Raven now with balloon. They got the pop on the drone as well, and now they're about equal in altitude. Grey Raven popped again. Can they get the counter pop on the drone as well? Real flak term now coming into play here. They're in arc with their weapons. It might just be too much for June as well here. The armor goes down. They got some banshees in. And there we go. Laser finishes it off. Right then, so Extraordinary Steel Phalanx take this home. With a 5-2. And so we are moving on. We're going to see the Pomelos now go up against the Extraordinary Steel Phalanx. On Thornhold Throwdown. Right then. So we can see that the teams have already assembled themselves without me having to do anything. Really great. We're going to prepare the timers here. Alright, there we go. The timers are started. And now they're waiting between matches. Sithari, hello, welcome. Lovely to see you. and welcome to SES 359. Now, I was seeing something a bit unorthodox here from Hellfire, bringing a galleon. And off he goes. Another unorthodox move, of course. Leaving the lobby, mid-lobby game. Not always the greatest of ideas, maybe.
What is it now gonna be budget Pomelos?
Don't call me budget Pablo.
Got a bit of trash
I
talk
will
here.
call you whatever I please, Artemis.
New UI is great. Yeah, definitely with the buff kit.
That's
What do you
Skibbo
mean
and
my
Artie
UI?
also
'Cause
sounds nice.
I do like my own. But then also, of course,
should be more
the
precisely Skibbo and Skibbo.
the upgrades coming from Kira's buff kit, of course, also being incredibly strong.
Ref
Giving us so much information. Now I'm being asked to sub. Of course, that's not possible. I'm sitting here. This is why Dimitri's #1 streamer. You flatter me. Do you want me to blush on cam? Because I'm going to blush on cam. Now, Pomelos seem to be having some sort of issue here. Now, the timer, of course, has been paused here. So we're going to stop this a bit. The Pomelos, as you might have seen just looking at the lobby, do have some issues right now. So we're going to see if they can sort this out in a 2-minute timer, which is going down. They currently have 1 minute 30 left on that. And after that, we're going to be resuming the ordinary lobby timer, in which they'll have around 30 seconds to make their picks of ships. While we're waiting for that, we can appreciate looking here at the Galleon of Hellfire there with the Watcher, Lumberjack, Carronade and Minotaur and a flak up top. Sunshine bringing the Victor, a bit of a predictable pick. Then you've got the Grey Raven again, but a Watcher fish this time around. And the real flak term seems to be making a return. The Judgment we saw last match. And I see no real changes on it. Right, so the normal timer is now a go again. Try and time it here with the timer in game, and there we go. So we see them both moving. Hellfire playing the blind pig. Hellfire is definitely up to something, isn't he? We saw some more changes here. Sunstrom now bringing out the Victor Magnus and the Magnate. And Saldarin bringing out the Stealth Flying Carpet, the Crusader. And with that, it's looking a whole lot like these are the ships we're going to be seeing, because the ships are now locked. And it'll be up to them if they request a minute or no. Right, the captains have been asked to ready up, and we'll see if they can comply. There we go. Okay, so Thornal Throwdown. We've got the Pommelos. We've got the Extraordinary Steel Phalanx. And we are ready to go. Right, timer has been started, and we're gonna start looking at Zoe. It's Hellfire's galleon with a Minotaur and Lumberjack on the left side, along with the flak. You got the beacon flare gun on the back, and then a Carinator Watcher, pretty standard right side on the galleon. Looking at Victor Magnusson, piloted by Sunstrom. It's a Magnate with the right side Artemis, Hades, and Minotaur. And then on the left side, you've got a Gatling, Watcher, and flak. Looking at the blue team, you've got the SGS Grey Raven, piloted by Basic. It's now a Watcherfish with the right side Carronade, left side Gatling, and a back Banshee. And then you've got Sal's Flying Carpet, piloted by Saldarim, and it's got a left side Watcher, Flak, and Gatling, along with the right side Lumberjack, Hades, and another Flak. So very standard dual-sided Crusader. Now, looking at the teams, the blue team seems to be splitting up a bit, trying to get a spot on the red team. Red team, meanwhile, seems to be moving clockwise around the map, hoping to see the enemy ships. And we might be having a bit of a ring around the roses here, with the red team heading straight north and the blue team heading straight south. A very common occurrence on this map. And now they're literally just on opposite sides of the map here. Some might call this poor map design. Me, I call this excitement. Just look at them go. Having the time of their lives down there on those ships. Now it seems like blue team is heading in towards mid, and so is the red team, with seemingly Hellfire on the Zoe flying backwards, of course giving him a great tactical advantage, because the backside of Galleon does actually have a gun on it. Beware, beware. The beacon flare gun. Now blue team a bit unsure it seems, and they might be turning around here. Amazingly, it's extending. Stop running around the map! Yeah. I hear you, Jan. But, you know, it is what it is, and this is what this map is notorious for. Oh, we might have a meeting soon around F2, F3 there. The markers in chat have started. 4 minutes have passed. And will this be it? Or will red team now turn north? No. They're staying. The spots. The spots are out. They see each other. We've got it. Watcher comes out. They don't get much with it. I'm not seeing any text. Counter Watcher claiming 2 guns. But they managed to get one of the side engines of the galleon. But they did get the Grey Raven's balloon as well there. Another Minotaur is coming out on the Crusader. They've already lost hull. They had a bit of a bump down the mountain. And that's some huge, huge explosive damage. And down it goes! An incredible pressure from these 2 ships. But to be fair, between them, they do have a lot of guns. The first kill advantage goes to red. They are now pushing their advantage, laying it into the Grey Raven. They got the hull break. No flak follow-up though. Here we go. We see the galleon coming drifting in. Ooh. Right, blue team spawning in on the other side of the map. At least they've got a good general idea about where the red team is currently. But as we know, ships in Guns of Icarus do have the ability to move around. That's what makes them unpredictable. We're going to head over to the blue team here, see what will their plan be. They do have this giant wall in between them and the red team currently. So they do get a bit of a breather. But the timer is running down and red team has claimed 2 points and haven't even lost perma yet. The time's not on their side right now. And it seems like the red team might be setting up a bit of an ambush here. Not really, they're just kind of out in the open, aren't they? We've got a shout out to Marshall on the Special Steel Boys. I'm assuming that's the Extraordinary Steel Phalanx. But we've got action once again. And Sir Victor Magnusson is exchanging blows with South Flying Carpet, with the Grey Raven trying to lay into the Zoe. But they need to be careful of those orcs. Oh, South Flying Carpet taking a bit of a beating. Ooh, and a good watcher there from Loose Polygon into the Zoe. And they get those carronades into the Zoe's balloon. Almost killing it. Now South Flying Carpet is... Oh no! Down it goes again! Now the Zoe without a balloon, but the Grey Raven can't handle 2 ships at once, I wouldn't believe. And down it goes. Right, and once again, the Pommelers make it out without a scratch on those ships. It was looking good for the Steel Phalanx in the beginning there, but I feel like the Pommelers wrestled control of that engagement pretty quickly. Right, then blue team spawned in the furthest spawn available. And it seems like we might have a bit of a lull before the potential final battle takes place here now. We've got some people in chat cheering for the Steel Phalanx, of course, being the underdogs. Everyone loves an underdog, and it would be fun to see them score at least a couple of points against the Pomelos before the match is over. We'll see. They've gone for a big split here now, and it seems like Pomelos ain't going nowhere. They're just sitting here in their little valley. South Flying Comet now going back around, and they might do a joint attack from the south. Right, it's getting closer here now. The Grey Raven, slowly and cautiously, staking out these rocks. I mean, they have to wait for the Flying Carpet. They can't engage in this alone. That would just be folly. Now, they're not sure if the red team is still in the exact same position, but with how long the Flying Carpet scouted up in the north there, they can be pretty sure they've stayed around, and now they've got a spot, they've got their confirmation. With the SO actually just flaring themselves. Questionable move. See the Hades coming out from the South Flying Carpet. Can we get some Lumberjack as well on that balloon? Bit of an awkward shooting spot right now with this bridge acting as a bit of cover. Yeah, the visuals for the South Flying Carpet right now, really awkward, and with those double Minotaurs aiming at them, things are not getting easier. Grey Raven working their way in, trying to get those disables on the Zoe's left side. They've forced the Zoe to turn, but the South Flying Carpet is taking a beating from the Victor Magnuson, and they don't have any cover nearby right now. They need to be very careful. The Hades is coming in, but it's missing. Another hull break. Aye, aye, aye. But not enough flags to finish them off. But the Minotaur is coming in. They've got the break. Oh, but they get the rebuild. We need something drastic to happen here if blue team is going to be able to turn this around. Oh, but the Watcher misses. Very unfortunate. And it seems like that's going to be it for the South Flying Carpet. There we go. The red team, aka the Pomelos, take this home in a 5-0. That means they'll be going on to fight the surprising surprised team. A bit of a funky name there. Match 10, so we're going to go over to Fight Over Fernfeld. Right, so welcome back to our lobby where we're sitting, and Looking at the Pomelos, we are going to get the surprising surprise team in here. If I can find this. I'm a streamer at heart. All this reffing business hurt my little brain. It's not that big. But I do try my best, people. So just bear with me here as I find them. And I do. Seems like they found me before I found them, though. We'll have to see about that. Yeah, they beat me. I'm not going to need to make a contact post. They beat me fair and square. Right, so with the new teams in here, we're going to start off the timer. If I can find, there you go. They're in alphabetical order now, so much easier. Right then, so timers have started. 4 minutes to go. Sorry, I'm just losing my voice kind of, it sounds like. Where did it go? Don't know. Machine, keep up the good work. Thank you. Do my best. Now we'll see Hellfire bringing out the Artling in form of Kin. Captain John's Pyramidian, I'm not feeling up to the task to try and pronounce that. Chocolade's Tekurge? Tekurge? Who knows? And then we've got the Dust Rider, part of the Daniel. Stormbreaker with a Carronade. Gatling Double Banshees, nothing too out of the ordinary. Same with the two Pyramidians we see. Actually the exact same Metamidian. Or Artling, sorry. And then the Magnate, we should recall from last game. The Victor Magnuson, it seems to be holding up with the same setup here. And right now, the changes have gone into a bit of a lull. And as I say that, of course, as I say that. Because why wouldn't it be as I say that? Red 2 changed ship from Magnate to Pyramidian. So, double Pyramidian from the red team. Come on, Daniel, can we get a quad Pyramidian match? No, then we see the Magnate coming out. From Captain John. And a bit of a change there. The Pyramidian has come out from Daniel, but it's got a Hades instead of a Gatling. It's a bit longer range, but it will fare worse in those close range engagements. And now 5 seconds left on the picking phase. Oh. Seems I've made a mistake here. Just bear with me. Right then, so it's just me being a bit funny in the brain, but now we are ready to kick this off. That's what I'm saying, putting me in a position of power, very dangerous business, but we're good. Seems like we might have to pull out the old 4-start. There we go. Fight over Fernfeld. We've got the Pomelos. We've got the surprise team. Something like that. We're going to start the timer. There we go. And now, let's have a looky on the kin. It's an Artling. The Flamer on 3 and a Flak on 4. Piloted by Hellfire. Then you got the Artling piloted by Sunstrom. The Victor. It's got a Flak on 3 and an Artemis on 4. Then you got the Cover Laszlo. Piloted by Captain Jan. It's got a Laser Artemis Hawatcha side, along with a Gatling Artemis Hawatcha side. And then last but not least, you've got the Chariot piloted by Daniel, sorry. It is an Artling, basically. It's got a Hades instead of a Gatling. Then it's got a Flak on 3 and another Artemis on 4. Shots already being exchanged. We see some laser coming in on the kin. The Victor not really in the line of fire right now. The kin manages to get some cover. And that was well needed. Now, the focus has been switched to the Victor. They're not taking too much damage considering they've got 2 ships shooting them. I think this gives Kin the opportunity to move out. But we got some spread fire, so Kin is not completely free to do as they wish. And they are having troubles getting in close, but they are working themselves in. They've got the brake on the Magnate. They are getting some really good disables there. Ziadouche getting some of those key disables on the Magnate. 4 guns gone. Kin and Victor only 1 gun down between them. But they're still having a bit of trouble getting in to where the Gatling would be the Hades. However, they're compensating by that by getting these key disables with their Artemis. Now the Victor getting double focused there, and that gives Kin the opportunity once again to move in. And the laser coming out, they need to get that gone or the Victor's not going to have a good time. They almost got the break, but now Kin has really moved in on the chariot here, and soon we're going to get into the range, but that Hades not going to do much more for them. And this is where the Gatling shines over the Hades. Now the Kavalaslo left without an armor. They're struggling to get those explosives in. But they are managing to keep those disables up. Look at that. 5 out of 6 guns just gone. 4 out of 6. The chariot now without armor as well, and 3 guns down. They got the Hades going, and they're giving it all it's worth there with the greased. Now the Laszlo moving in under beneath. But the chariot goes down. And that means it's a first kill advantage to red. And down goes the cover Laszlo as well. Just a matter of time when you lose your ally in a close engagement like that. That puts Pomelos in a bit of a lead here with 2-0. But the game ain't won yet. Now we see the red team spreading out a bit, trying to scout the spawning locations. And doing an interesting move here where they're going off the map. They're just completely off the grid. Well done. Chariot and Kavalaslo spawned in. The Victor was in position to immediately get those spots. And that's a bit rough for the blue team. That means they don't have as much time to get their bearings before the fight starts up again. However, Kuhn, not really in position yet. But they are going to be in a great position here very soon, coming in from the side and a bit above. Hades, however, great upwards arc, so they are managing to get some of that damage in. They need to keep that distance so that they can keep their Hades effective. Now the Kavalaslo once again losing their armor. We'll see some good double focus from the red team. However, that Grease Hades is doing some work. Unfortunately, Grease Hades is not the most accurate of things. Even if you're the greatest gunner in the game, it's going to be hard to predict the movement of other ships. The Magnate, in all this chaos, goes down, leaving the chariot alone. And they might be going for a suicide charge here. We'll see. With 2 engines down and 2 guns down, they're not going to get far. And down they go. Right then, blue team has spawned in. And they should be able to see the red team from here. And the red team should be able to see them. Yeah, there we go. The spots are out. And retaliated. Right then. Laser going out immediately. However, it doesn't seem to be hitting just right. And Kavalas are actually going into brawling range now with the kin. Now, the Victor's gun's mostly gone, actually, and they don't want to stay in this unless they can get some counter disables on the chariot, because right now, they're just slowly losing perma. Gatling going out on cover the last slow, they get the break. Will they get some explosive follow-up? Nothing more than an Artemis, it seems. Oh, and they get a good watcher. They didn't get the engines though. A bit unfortunate for them. But they do keep those guns down as they lay into them with the Gatling. Gatling not hitting too much right now though. The Victor's still not doing too great against the chariot. The kin getting some good damage here against the Kavalaslo. They're getting the disables. Out comes the watcher, and they might have just saved themselves with that one. Some really good damage. 2 engines gone on kin, and the Hades is coming in. Another watcher. Can they get the explosive in though? There we go. Come on, where's the explosives? Comes in a bit too late. They get Summer Watcher in there. Now Balloon gone as well. Kin's not doing well at all. Another break. But they managed to rebuild. They just won't go down. And they need to be careful because they want to kill off Kin, right? But the Victor's still fully functional here. Trying to help their ally. Trying to get those disables. Trying to get that damage in. Now we've got the chariot still laying on that damage on the Victor, trying to get them away from there, because the cover Laszlo is in a clear advantage right now against the kin. However, the Artemis is up and running again. And they got the Watcher. Seems like cover Laszlo is going to turn the other side, but they get that Watcher on that side as well. And that's the problem with heavy guns, right? They can provide a lot more. However, they take such a long time to rebuild compared to the little Artemis. There we go, the Watcher came out, but it didn't really hit what it should have. Now they're taking damage. Now the Laszlo basically out of guns, almost no engines. Kin not doing too hot either, but they're definitely doing better. And they might just get the kill here. There we go, and Artemis from the Victor finishes it off. And I think that's a 5-0 once again in favor of the Pomelos. It is. So, coming up next, Pomelos versus Steel Legio Lepidoptera. On Northern Fjords. Right then, it's looking a whole lot like we're ready to get this lobby started as well. Just need to change the map here. Looks a bit awkward with the overlay, I know. However, it is what it is. Northern Fjords starts with an N, for anyone who didn't know. I was among them. However, we are ready to get this started. There we go. Whoops. So time is a bit off right now in the UI, but you know, that's fine. That's fine. We've got a general idea of how much time is left. And looking at it right now, we see the Pomelos keeping their double Pyramidions at the moment. Steel Legio Lepidoptera bringing, as of right now, a Carospire along with a Lumberspire. Would be an interesting matchup, of course, with the double Spires going up against the double Pyramidions. Now we see a Crusader coming out from Sunstrom, the Dongus Bongus. Right, we see how far I bring out the Galleon once again. So right now, Galleon Crusader versus the double Spire setup. Certainly something you don't see every day. We will see if they'll keep it. One of the Spires now changed for a Magnate with a heavy flak. You've got the Mercury field guns. We almost need to take a bit of a look on that, but we'll take it easy. But I will say, I am very favorable towards heavy flaks. I do like them, and I think they're underutilized, maybe for a reason. That doesn't matter. I like the spectacle of seeing big boom. I'm a simple man. Right, 30 seconds left. We're seeing a lot of swapping here back and forth. Lumberspire from Racine. Magnate there from Merwin. Some really long range capabilities. Victor Sundstrom bringing out the Victor Magnusson, the Magnate. And Hellfire is sitting there on his Galleon. He seems pretty sure of himself. And now Fifth Element coming out from Racine, the Goldfish. Watcherfish. And with that, the ships are locked. Off plus, we'll have to wait for a little bit. So the overtime has started. We've got 1 more minute. We don't see it on ours. We can see it on ours if we really want to. Almost, basically. Oh, it didn't do it correct. There you go. Basically, now we're a bit off. Oh, so we got the Spire coming out again. And there we go. It's now locked. And we should be ready to go. Right, so we got some readies. And there we go. We're moving in to Northern Fjords. Right then, so starting us off, we've got the Zoe once again, the Lumberjack, the Minotaur, the Flak on the left side, the Beacon Flare Gun on the back, and the Carronade Watcher on the right side. Hellfire proudly pilots in. Then you've got the Victor Magnuson with the Sunstream at the helm. It's got a left side Flak Gatling and Watcher, along with the right side Artemis, Hades, and Minotaur. Then you've got the Fluffy Moth piloted by Merwin. It's got the double left side Mercuries along with a heavy Flak, and then you've got the right side Gatling, Mortar, and a Watcher deadly up front. And then we've got Parastasis, the Lumberspire, taking a real beating here, piloted by Mosine. Got the Lumberjack, the Artemis, and a Flak up there along with a Gatling down below. Now looking at this engagement, we see the soldiers really laying into them from down there. Victor Magnuson really has already taken some perma damage. Forcing the Fluffy Moth though to back off a little bit there by the with the Hades fire, and it seems like they've got some disables as well. Now of course, if they can get the Fluffy Moth on the Galleon, they are able to virtually just lock it down. Right now, it seems like they've got some double focus on the Magnuson going on here right now. But they managed to get a Watcher in there, saving themselves. Turning it around actually a bit on the Spire there. Now they're now tasting the double focus and being pushed back a bit. Right, and the Parasite is now just taking a a real beating here from the two red ships. And down they go. And that means their first kill advantage goes to red. Now Zoe laying in with that low lumberjack into the Fluffy Moth. And they get the pop. And the Victor Magnuson from above, a very tough position to be in if you are the Fluffy Moth, especially since you have the Mercury field guns. And they're not really great at shooting down or up. But when they can shoot, boy do they shoot. So we see them trying to escape here right now. They're going against the wall, trying for that hard cover. We'll see if they can output enough damage before they escape through the arch here. Now the Zoe doing the big brain move and moving across the arch here, making sure that they can continue with the barrage. And this leaves the Fluffy Moth severely disabled and makes it tough for the Spire to engage without putting themselves at risk. Now they've got a pretty good position here, lots of cover, and they can easily shoot down at them. But can they do enough to save their magnet down here? That's the real question. Now Fluffy Moth left with one gun and an engine. However, they've taken some from the Victor Magnuson as well, and they don't have much in the way of engines. Now the Spire moving down here in an attempt to get the Fluffy Moth out of there. But I'm afraid they're on the last leg here right now, and down they go. And that is just unfortunate for the Spire, and we'll see if they can make it out. Oh, premium hydro up into the air. Here we go. The red team is keeping up the pressure right now, making it very hard for the Spire. Now the magnet has spawned in, and will they move in? Because that leaves them at risk of ending up in the same situation here. Oh, and they're spotted. That ain't great for them. They get a decent on watch chain on the Victor Magnuson. However, I don't think it's enough. And they're stuck against the wall. They've got nothing left. And down they go as well. What a meat grind. The 4-0 for the Pomelos. It's going to take a lot here right now for the Steel Legio Lepidoptera to come back. It is still possible, but they're in a very dire situation right now. Some unfortunate timings with the spawns and trying to help each other. Of course, would it have paid off? It would have paid off greatly. Now we've got the further spawn here. They're immediately spotted, and we'll see if they can keep the red team off long enough for a comeback here. Spire not doing great. They're taking a lot of damage immediately. And they don't have any cover where they are right now. They start moving, a good idea, lets them dodge some of the shots. The Fluffy Moth also being pounded right now. But the flak goes into Victor Magnuson. And the perma's just gone. Where did it go? If they can just get that next hull break, Victor Magnuson is gone, and then Zoe's looking pretty lonely over there. They do get the watch chain, and the Spire is broken again, and in comes the explosives, and they go down against the mountain. And that's it. Pomelos takes it home, 5-0, but really close on getting the Victor Magnuson there with the flaks. And looking at the brackets now, you can see that you'll have to continue following the Steel Legio Lepidoptera's journey down in the lower brackets, where I think it's going to be covered by... Oh no, actually, they moved down there. So next match is going to be Lord of Spades, and we're going to see who faces off against the Steel Legio Lepidoptera from the lower brackets. And that's not going to be on my stream, so... That means you're going to have to go somewhere else, to another stream, and I'll help you find that stream. Do not worry. In chat right now, you can probably find it through the Discord and all that as well. But I put it in there for those who are lazy and just want to click on the screen. And you can go straight over there, check out the action. We're going to have a bit of a break here, and we're going to be back as soon as we know who's going to be facing off against Steel Legio Lepidoptera in the lower bracket finals. But before that, stay cool. I'll be back in a bit. Take it easy, and I'll see you then. Right, so we're back. I've got a cap on now. Very exciting. We've also got Saldarim here.
Hello.
There he is. We're currently sitting here with the Steel Legio Lepidoptera. The Phobos and Rider Coalition just won their match and they're dropping in right now. And we should be ready to go in just a couple of seconds here, actually. And let us just check the levels here real quick. Saldarim, would you speak for me, please?
Well, what should I say then? Should I?
You're in the
converse with a
Goldie
random
zone.
topic?
You're good.
Should I converse
Don't
with a
worry.
random topic that no one's talk about? Knows about.
Now we're good
Okay,
now.
then.
Now you can talk about whatever you want. Probably the game. We're kind of ready to start off, I believe.
Indeed, we are. Oh, I see you're very fancy there.
Yeah. Got the cap on and everything. I'm ready to cast some games.
Oh, I didn't mean that. I just noticed that now because I had put everything on front of the stream, so it. I mean,
okay.
the whole template and everything. That looks very
yeah.
fancy.
Thank you.
It's always weird to see people talking with delay. Like,
Oh, of course,
You're
of
talking-
course.
you're talking in the stream, but you're not saying anything. Okay then, Dimitri, please
Yep.
press the button.
I'm ready whenever.
Oh, okay then. I'm gonna press the button.
Yeah. There we go. Right then. Time is or a go.
Yeah, time as ago. Yesterday in Crucible we did it that Zanok was streaming, so he pressed
Yeah.
the timer button, so that his stream had a timer.
Oh yeah. But I've got my separate stream. I've got it in the Guns of Vigorous
Somewhere.
Caster Companion.
Yeah, okay.
Just all kind of gizmos and gadgets going on up here.
Yeah. And I mean, at least the ref tool is, or the buff kit is gonna get even fancier. Oh, Law's raiding.
Yeah, we've got Law's viewers over here now. I guess she's done for the day. Welcome, people. We're continuing on here now with the maybe second to last match, but also maybe third to last match, depending on how the finals go. But we're going to decide who goes to the finals here with the Steel Legio Lepidoptera and Phobos Rider Coalition. Probably both wanting to go there, so...
I mean, who doesn't want to go to the final? Okay. Oh, Grump changing to the full-on Brawler Crusader.
And, I mean, the Crusader almost expected of Grump at this point. We've been seeing it quite a
It's
lot
just a really cool
throughout
ship.
SES. It is a cool ship. Shaped like a sausage, who doesn't want that?
And, I mean, Grump and crew are doing a very good job at playing the ship, so...
Yeah, definitely. Why stop doing something that works for you?
Yeah, and especially when they started playing it, people just didn't know how to handle their very aggressive playstyle.
Yeah,
Like,
it's gonna be a bit shaken up
everybody
today, I
has
guess.
in their mind, everybody has Crusader. Crusader is a squishy ship, so we can just kill it if it comes in. Well, then it comes in and kills you.
Yeah. Now they've got the Pyramidion instead of the typical fish, I guess, with that they usually couple the Crusader with. And we'll see how that playstyle, if it's gonna play any different. Don't think I've seen them do this specifically.
Well, they just won the previous match with this setup. It's also worth pointing out that the 2014, the Blue 2, is piloted by Yggdrasil and not by things, which is the usual pilot. But I mean, you can mix things up as much as you like.
Yeah, exactly. So a bit of a mix-up on the Phobos and Rider coalition. Now the red team's response here with a Spire and a Galleon also makes for a very interesting play. So
also Nemesis Watcher Gatling on the left side of that Galleon. Fascinating.
Yeah, a bit unorthodox. But I can see what it's intended to do.
Yeah, definitely. And 2-1 ships are locked.
Look at that.
And since the lobby game has been very much dead, we're probably gonna get some readies soon. TM.
Yeah, I mean, Phobos and Rider Coalition, we don't usually see too much lobby game from them. They're usually pretty sure walking in what they want.
Hmm.
And I guess the Steel Lepidoptera has been sitting here for a while, so they've had some time thinking about what they want to do.
Okay. It's time to go.
We've entered the off-blast zone. Oh, blue team, quick on the ready buttons. Red team struggling to find them.
Well, I guess I have to help them.
Oh, look at that. That's, oh! Off we go. Derelict Deception.
Yep. So, bit of a two-part, separated map. It's not even been 3 hours. Why can't I talk anymore?
Yeah, but no, I get what you mean with the whole 2 straight lanes, basically. Or a very elongated 0 going across the field here, so...
Yeah.
With a bit of holes in the derelict, so definitely a lot of fun ways to engage your enemy. But we're gonna go off immediately here and start looking at the Moth. It's piloted by Merwin. It's got the Nemesis and a Watcher Gatling left side, like we said. A Javelin on the back. And then those 2 Watchers on the right side. Then you've got the Perhesiastes, piloted by Mosine. It's got a Flak and Artemis up top, with a Lumberjack and a Gatling down at the bottom.
Then we have ship number 3, quite possibly Beast, piloted by Portable Grump. It's Crusader, with a left side Watcher Flak Gatling and right side Caronate Flak Gatling. And the last ship is the 2014. It's a Pyramidion, piloted by Yggdrasil. It's an Artling, with top deck Artemis Gatling, side Flak, and another Artemis. Going straight through the derelict.
Yeah, and red team is setting up some sort of formation here. Yeah.
Yeah, they are meeting, and now they're gonna... Captains are gonna meet on one ship, and they're gonna discuss strategy.
Well, see, they don't really see... There's a cloud in between, so they don't really see the blue team. Question is, does blue team see them?
Oh, we have spots. Yep, we have spots on almost everything, so...
The
game is on. Disabling the front.
They seem to be getting the side guns on the Pyramidion, but that's a lot of Gatling going out!
Yeah, that's something that part of the Grambling crew have gotten down to perfection. Getting both Gatlings going at the same time.
Yeah, it's almost like a shock tactic here, just coming in and immediately getting that hull break. Most crew... Oh, look at that explosive damage! There we go! Perfect execution from the blue team there, coming in, getting that hull break before the red team is even ready, basically. Just overpowering them.
Almost made the line on the wrong side here. Okay, Parasiastus now finding Assassin double focus, not being able to shoot back, double broken, and dead.
Yeah, now Derelict, I mean, it's a map with a lot of flexibility on the spawns. So there's no real telling where the red team will show up, and we'll see if the blue team tries to cover the spawns, or if they go into hiding and try to get another engagement like that.
So, red team has respawned. All the way back in their spawn.
Yeah, this time they have the advantage of actually seeing the blue team before their hull is stripped. Giving them a bit more time to choose their engagement here. Now they're laying in with those long-range options. They don't have too many of it. They got the Lumberjack and they've got the Nemesis. But they don't have a lot to follow it up with. They don't have a Hades. They have a Gatling instead. So the long range is a bit limited.
I mean, if you really want to, you can use a Nemesis to both break and kill, but it's gonna take time. Plenty of time.
Yeah, and with the amount of cover that you've got along this stretch here, I don't see that happening. But it could give you a good advantage going in.
Has decided that forwards is the way to go.
Oh, that might be wrong though. Look at the Gatlings. They're going, and the explosive will come.
3 Gatlings going out here, and the flux following up there until suddenly half of that Galleon's perma is gone.
Yeah, they got the pop on the 2004, 2015? That's
14.
what it says. 14?
And
oh yeah, Ivy.
Ivy. Could also be the Marble Machine X4.
Yeah, but now blue team needs to be a bit careful. They were lucky that the Galleon went in such as it did, but I don't think they can engage into this without risking a pop and then being out of Gatling arcs.
Especially with the Galleon being ready to turn either side and opening plenty of fire, emptying quite a few guns on them. Especially with the double Watcher side, that doesn't mess around if both go.
Yeah, so there we go, the Watcher comes out.
Not very effective though, but the moth is eating all the fire again.
Yeah, they got the balloon pop on the Pyramidion once again. And the Gatling not quite reaching the Spire right now.
Yeah. Another pop in the Pyro.
Yeah, this might be the engagement the red team has been looking for.
Yeah, double break on the Pyro. Sorry, Crusader.
Oh!
And it gets finished off.
Yeah, and that's why we say they might be a bit fragile. I'm assuming they went into the derelict there, and they did it a bit too
very
hard.
Well be and ended up in a very bad spot that immediately killed them. Because the flag of the Spire was down.
Pyramidion making a run for it, and it seems like they're going to be able to get away, so they're only giving away 1 point to the red team in this engagement. And they did get half the perma of the moth.
But the quite possibly needs to be a bit careful because the red team is currently in their spawn. Well, I guess yeah, they're okay. There's plenty of safe options.
Yeah, they can go over in the corner there, and they wouldn't even actually have a visual on them.
Oh,
Pyramidion flying high and safe.
They can spawn even closer.
But they do have a lumber, and they do need to be careful. They don't want to engage without a balloon. And there we go. Good shots. Oh, third one missed.
One more.
Aye. Come on.
Aye. Crowfossil Beast is back in action.
Yeah, and remember that this is a sneaking mission.
Going through underneath the clouds.
Oh, they're still not seen, are they? Oh, premature Gatling fire. And now they're spotted. But they're going in. They're going hard on the Spire. They want it gone.
Right, possibilities is... sorry, blue team is committing on the Spire here right now. And
yeah, a hard commit.
Partially pay off.
Oh.
Loosening engine there. The Spire has lost half its perma and 3 guns.
Yeah, Spire using its great vertical there though, and managing to get the lumber on the Pyramidion.
And the Pyramidion is now in a rather iffy position, being caught between the Galleon and the Spire.
Yeah, but they got...
Oh, Moth is almost dead. Holy.
Yeah, they got a great break there, and some great follow-up on the Moth. But they still seem very intent on the Spire.
Yeah, Crusader has recovered, is back in the fight. Precious is broken.
Oh, Spire!
Our follow-up a tad bit too late.
Yeah, both red ships now very much in the danger zone.
Yep. And we have the Pyramidine going for the Moth and the Crusader going for the Spire. Ooh, but flags being fired wildly, it seems. Ooh,
Yeah, they're having a bit of an issue deciding on a target here, I think. But
yeah,
they seem to have a firm upper hand in this engagement currently.
that is true.
Oh, and they just missed with the flags there.
Oh, 2014 actually broken. Not yet double broken. But
yeah, no follow-up though.
Is in a very unfavorable position. And the Moth going finally goes down.
Yeah, and that leaves the Spire very lonely. They're trying to escape, however they are spotted, so they're probably not going to get too far down there.
Also, the Crusader has got Booch and Drift Sail, so if they want to, they can really speed out and chase them.
Yeah, but they need to be careful. They're on red side right now. And getting a galleon spawn in your ass is not going to feel great right now.
That is true.
Speaking of it, there's
there
Moth.
we go. There's a galleon in their ass.
Oh, big bump on the Spire. All of the balloon is gone.
Oh, and now the Crusader has free reign over them.
That might be it for them.
And Spire
Yeah.
down.
And that's
And
unfortunate
now
for the
Moth.
galleon.
Yeah, the Moth is in a really bad position. Being alone and being the final kill.
We'll see, they have the piercing to get through that galleon shell.
Oh,
And they're already through.
They also have the flux to do it.
Yeah, look at
That's
that
a lot of
damage coming out, and they're not going to be able to out-repair that. Spire's not going to be back in time. And that's it, the Phobos and Rider Coalition takes it home.
Final score 5-1.
And that means that the Phobos Rider... Yeah, go ahead.
And that means that the Phobos Rider Coalition will be moving on to the finals. And facing off against the almighty Pommelos. Or presumably almighty. That work?
I think I'd count them as the underdogs, but that just gives them the perk of being fan favorites as well. I think everyone is a bit tired of the Pommelos and want to see them taken down at this point. Looking through the chat here, we see Law coming in with the chickens. I can do a chicken right back, probably. Just need to get the lobby set up, in all honesty. Need to switch them for a Pommelo, just like that.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with the challenge right now. But I can work on that. What's the map?
Water acid.
What? Yeah, okay. Come on, challenge. Would you kindly work?
This is my chicken in. Oh, no, this hand.
Oh,
This is my chicken impression. Do you need me to fill in the
Well, okay.
It was 5-1, wasn't it?
Yeah. Apparently I wasn't logged in for some reason.
Ay, ay, ay.
But I could still report... Okay, this is weird. Now it worked! Huzzah!
Oh, then I won't touch. No touch. Got Automates in chat here. Fucking Pommelos. Really showing off the general public's opinion on the current reigning champions.
Well... They just
It's a bit funny as well because he's currently on the team, so...
Yeah. I mean, I guess the R&D just needs to channel the spirit of Ultimates again. And then they can probably beat the Pommelos.
Yeah, break that hashtag 10-week streak.
What?
Don't
We're
know
not
what
that
streak
far
we are
yet.
at. Nah, we're not that far.
Nice.
But that's where we were at.
Well, we're currently at the streak of 1.
That's a pretty good streak. Also, Dirk, thank you for the Prime subscription. 5 months. You make my heart weep. I have such great fans.
Okay then. Seems like we are getting good to go here.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Will Hellfire keep his galleon? He's had it almost every match now.
Oh yeah, Daniel has a point in the chat there. Congrats on level 1 gunner Artemids at Artemids.
It's a big accomplishment, and he should be proud.
Being level 1 again. Something that some people will never ever accomplish again. Like, for example,
we got a lot of double star 45s here.
Gunners, yeah.
We'll see if they introduce the 3 and 4 stars.
Oh god. But I mean, then you can get a proper ladder going, like no star, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star.
Yeah, you need to go the COD route and introduce up to 10. Or what's it called? Not promotion.
Prestigious.
Prestige, that's the word. So we're waiting a bit here right now because Taldarin was nice enough to ask if everyone was ready, and it turns out they weren't.
Enough waiting.
Right then, the timer is on. 4 minutes, and everyone is in the lobby now, so we should be good.
Yeah,
I need to get myself a beverage.
Yeah, and while you do that, I will elaborate a bit. So technically, if you look at the in the rules, it says that you can start the timer as soon as 3/4 of both teams, including the pilots, are present. But I mean, you can stick to the letters, or you can give it a bit of leeway. That's why we have human refs after all.
But the question is, how many years before you get replaced by a robot?
Well, we had a short discussion about that. I think you were there when that happened. Right now, when a ref makes a mistake, you can always mostly trace it back to human error of some kind. If you have a machine, people will complain even more.
Oh yeah, because of the human error factor, and it wouldn't take that into account. It would just say.
And the other thing is, there is always something that can go wrong or will go wrong, and then you need the flexibility of a human.
Nice protecting your unpaid job there.
Yeah. Yeah, why exactly are we doing this to ourselves? Wasting our Sunday evenings without even being paid. Well, I guess you are technically getting paid.
Oh, very small amounts, if anything. I mean, I did get some today.
You're not getting paid by the organizers, you're getting paid by the community.
Yeah, exactly. A prestige system would be interesting. I mean, we kind of got it with the star system. You go to 45, you go to 45 again.
Prestigious, basically.
Yeah, more or less. But it would be nice to see more prestigious, or even prestiging your 2 stars into something else.
Red stars.
Red stars, because red is the coolest color.
Or black stars, where you can't see those. Just imagine, like, you would change it to black stars, and then you would just have, like, the names being noted off, like, leaving the space. But it's like, for people that don't know it, they just look at it and go like, why is there space in between the symbol and the name? What is missing there?
Spinning stars.
Ooh. Also, while we were chatting here, The timer is at 30 seconds. We have 1 minute to match start.
Yeah, and
why am I going into the chat?
Look at that galleon.
Timer message.
Look at
Galleon.
this. Yeah, but what kind of galleon is that? It's got so much shit on it.
Nemesis Minnow Laser? Watcher Detonator? Double Artling? Well, no,
Either
sorry,
he
Artling
knows
is
something we
Arcade.
doesn't, or he's gone bonkers.
Well, perhaps Hellfire had a not so good Pomelo?
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see. Prestige stars
Yes.
replaced with Pomelo pictures. Yes, that's what we need.
Okay. Last final 10 seconds to lock are running. And we are locked.
There we go.
So we'll be seeing Galleon and Artling going up against Double Pyrrha.
Yeah, and those Pyrrhas have
Oh, wait,
great
no,
potential to
time
lock
is
down
out.
the Galleon. The timer is completely out. We're in the off-blast zone.
Ready, P.
DKR, do you know that you're muted? Am I muted?
Well, I'm having a chat with you, so... You're not muted in Discord, perhaps you're muted in OBS.
I shouldn't be, because I see my little line there moving.
Yeah, then you're not. Then it's Daniel messing with you. How dare you, Daniel? But yeah, I'm gonna take a listen in the stream.
Yeah, go and take a listen, please. And I'm going to start us off with the Soul. Piloted by Hellfire, and it's the Abomination we saw earlier with the Nemesis, the Minotaur, the Laser, the Javelin on the back, and then you've got the Detonator and the Watcher on the right side. Then you've got the Victor piloted by Sunstream. It's an Artling with a Gatling Artemis, and of course the Flak on 3 and Artemis on 4. That's actually a bit new for this week.
For Victor, for Sunstream, that's unusual.
Yeah, exactly.
Well done. Ship number 3 is the B-Machine. It's a Pyridian piloted by Portal with Grump. It's an Artling with Optic Artemis, Gatling, Sight, Flak, and another Artemis. And ship number 4 is once again the 2014. It's a Pyridian piloted by Yggdrasil. Is Hades Artemis on top and Flak Artemis on the side. Any Moonshine drifts a Galleon, by the way.
Yeah, so hopefully we're going to be seeing some of that drifting we've been seeing throughout this SES. Always
Also
fun to see
Daniel-
ships drift around.
Daniel said that the problem was on his side, not on your side.
Yeah, so very good. Otherwise I would have been silent this whole stream and that would have been a bit awkward, wouldn't it?
Yeah, kinda. Especially like if when they see you talking, but not hearing anything.
Yeah, that would have been fantastic, wouldn't it?
Well, it would have been the perfect stream for people who can read lips.
Oh, and the Laser already going out on the B machine here, and that's some heavy
Getting a break already. With
yeah, armor damage.
Nemesis being shot in. That's half that perma gone.
And the Victor really pushing this advantage, but they need to be careful not to overextend against the two Pyramidians. They could end up getting heavily punished here.
B-Machine is broken once more. 2014 will always outrange the Victor, that's for sure, but Hades has more range than Gatling.
Yeah, but they need to do something about this Galleon, I think. Just leaving this Galleon completely free to shoot is... I think it's a bad idea.
And yes, Nemesis doesn't deal as much damage as other guns, but it is damage. And that you shouldn't ignore it, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it's damage no matter the state of you. If your hull broken, if your hull is up, it's still damage.
Yep, and the B-Machine has realized that and is going straight for the Soul, while...
Oh, the Victor getting the kill there. Oh, and a nice turn there with the Watcher. Getting rid of the guns before anything nasty could happen to them. And now we see the Detonator in use there, and down they go.
Let me guess.
So
they
a
have
strong
been
first showing.
detonated?
I mean, if you want to get that cheesy, we could get that cheesy.
No, that's not. Okay, but that means that with not even 3 minutes into the match, the Pommeros have taken a 2-0 lead. Without suffering any damage, only scratched paint.
Yeah, blue team's back, and we'll see. They have to rework the strategy for sure, and probably put some pressure on that galleon. They can't just allow it to stand free like that.
Decided that forwards is the way to go with Moonshine Drift and Moonshine Drift sailing past the blue team and presenting their back. Seems a bit unfortunate.
Oh, they might be going for the cover here. We'll see. The victor is there, and they can't really ignore him either. We see it being broken off into 1v1s here.
Yeah. And it seems like the victor has the upper hand against the B-Machine.
Yeah, they got the initial disables. They've got the height advantage, but this could turn if the B-Machine gets their Artemis up and running again. But that's a big ram. That's a lot of damage.
Yep, and that's a B-Machine not looking all too good. Little break. Flux go. Oh, that was an Artemis.
Yeah, they got the Artemis on 4. Very unusual for the victor. Usually they have the Flamer on 3 and the Flak on 4.
Oh, I mean, sometimes you want to change things up.
Yeah, and I can see the use, especially in these Pyramidion duels, just having that extra Artemis in case your main one gets disabled or whatever, or just extra chance of getting that Gatling or Artemis gone from the enemy ship.
And 2014 has been broken by the soul. With Nemesis going into that perma.
Yeah, they're doing really great for themselves here in this galleon.
I would love to know what the third ammo of Artemis is here. Probably first. Yeah, especially like if you get close, Greased Nemesis has a lot of damage.
Yeah, we see 2014, they're hiding a bit behind the pillar. And the victor standing guard, more or less, waiting for the B-Machine to appear, I'd guess.
And the B-Machine has appeared far behind. Okay, so rising up slowly but surely. I'm still waiting for Hellfire to pull a sideways scale. Like with drift sail, turn in a way that he just drifting towards the enemy with one side facing them. That would be like the most intimidating thing ever coming towards you.
Right now they're not looking too hot. The victor is coming in, but they're in between the two Pyramidions right now, and they are taking damage. They got that grease Hades going.
Like it seems like the flak department is slightly sleeping.
Yeah, but here we go. The double focus is in.
Awakened.
Galleon away!
Oh, Galen's still standing. And
come on, bump, bump.
Okay, no ramp kills, sadly. And now the B-Machine is in a lot of trouble with the victor being on their side here. There's only 3 of the guns on an engine, also breaking them. Flax go in, and
good flax.
Connect. 4-on-1 lead for the Pommeros.
And we'll see, can they turn it on the 2014?
Position to they on the
look at those disables though.
Never mind.
Yeah, the Hades is still going, but the Artemis is gone. And now the Gatling's coming out.
Got the critical disabled. And now they get the upper hand.
Where's the flak? Oh.
Broken. Broken. Fake. Actually no.
Both other ships are spawned in. The B-Machine is going to be here a bit before Zoe, you might think. However, they do have the Moonshine Drift Sail, and they are closing in at dangerous speeds. Look at them go!
But they're not fast enough.
Oh.
You weren't looking at that?
I was looking at all of it, but I did want to see the galleon go just a bit further. It seems like Pomelos bring it home, and the Victor gets the final kill against the 2014.
And the final score is 5-1 for the Pomelos. And with that, the Pomelos, have won overall. So they are the champions of SCS number 359.
Yes, of course, we got to give them their confetti. There we go. Pomelos, congratulations. You are the winner of SCS 359?
SCS 359, yeah.
There we go. Got the right number.
It's not like I just said that.
Well, you did, but I wanted to do it too.
Ah, okay. Yeah. If 359 is nice to type on the keyboard. Or the num block, more specifically.
Oh yeah, they're in a nice diagonal pattern.
Pomelos. No, Pomelos. So, yeah, congrats to the Pomelos here for winning SCS number 359. And if you don't mind, Dimitri, I'm gonna take the opportunity to advertise a bit.
Go for it.
I hope you have prepared a sign with like ad.
No, I only have this cool thing that does confetti. You can do another confetti explosion if you want.
Ah, no, that's fine. That's so, and the one thing I want to, there are two things I want to plug. One of them is obviously Crucible, happening every Saturdays. Sign up for Crucible, please do. And yeah, it's happening every Saturday. It's a similar tournament in as SCS, at least in the format. There you can sign up with a friend, or alone or with a friend, and then you have the balanced team putting you together in mostly balanced teams, and you get to duke it out over, well, different amount of matches depending on how many teams we get. So if you all sign up, everyone that is in the stream right now, and some more people please, we can maybe get a 4-team Crucible. Maybe. And then the other event I want to show off is the Black Flame Academy. So, if you tuned into this stream and you're trying to like, what is going on here? Well, who are the people shooting each other and how are they doing it? Well then, every Tuesday we have something for you, and it's the Black Flame Academy. God. It's a school intended for everyone, so if you have always wanted to learn how certain ships work or the game in general, please come along. Next week it's gonna be the EU time slot at 6 PM UTC, and it's gonna be Crusader. The week after it's gonna be the NA time slot at 8 PM Eastern time, or midnight UTC. And yep, it's gonna be Crusader again. So, if you want to learn something, come along. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot to do for a game that's supposedly dead. I wouldn't really call it that. Got a lovely community.
If you look at it, we have an event every day now. Like, actually every day.
Yeah, and I think that's, you know, just from what the community around here is. There's a community that tries hard and really wants to keep this alive, so please, if you're interested, go try it out. Go take a class or something. Get a good idea before you just jump into a lobby and get pub stomped. Because that's a very real problem. If you just go into a game without knowing what to do. But most importantly, have fun.
And also, it will also prevent you from encountering some rather toxic people being toxic.
Oh, yeah. Don't want to have those.
Well, I guess I'm gonna say something that you usually say, so let's finish off.
Yep. Thank you, everyone, for coming out, watching, playing, being here. Saldarium, thank you for joining me towards the end here. Helped me take my brain off the reffing shit. Yeah, but I think that's going to be it. and we're going to be moving on.